2, 3, 4. What makes them think they have the right to say what God considers vice? What makes them think they have the right to keep us out of paradise? They make our lives hell here on earth, poisoning us with guilt and shame. If we resist, prisons await, so our love dares not speak its name. The crime is when love must hide. From now on we'll love with pride. We're not afraid to be queer or different. If that means hell, then hell will take the chance. They're also straight, uptight, upright, and rigid. They march in lockstep, we prefer to dance. We see a world of romance and pleasure. All they can see is sheer banality. Lavender nights are our greatest treasure, where we can be just who we want to be. Round us all up, send us away. That's what you'd really like to do. But we're too strong, proud, unafraid. In fact, we almost pity you. You act from fear, why should that be? What is it that we're frightened of? The way that we dress, the way that we meet, the fact that you can't destroy our love. We're going to win our rights for lavender days and nights. So we're not afraid to be queer or different. If that means hell, then hell will take the chance. They're also straight, uptight, upright, and rigid. They march in lockstep, we prefer to dance. We see a world of romance and pleasure. All they can see is sheer banality. Lavender nights are our greatest treasure, where we can be just who we want to be. Lavender nights are our greatest treasure, where we can be just who we want to be. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone who's here. I can't tell who's here right now, but thank you. My name is Artemisia. I'm the singer in the show that you probably came here to see. On piano is Renée Guerrero, and behind the camera is my brother, Quentin Harris. So I can't hear you right now, but give them all a big round of applause from your home or wherever you're watching this from. So that song was the Lavender song. And I had picked it as a way to kick off the program of Weimarian Revolution, because it was written 101 years ago as what is considered to be widely the first queer anthem in history, because it was written as a way to commemorate the Institute for Sexual Science no longer leaning on homophobia or superstition back in the year 1920. So this was really monumentally beneficial for the LGBTQ plus community of Berlin in the 1920s. This next song is also from the 1920s by Friedrich Holländer, and it is the story of a violinist who had a peculiar habit of celebrating his birthday every night, and he had a lot of friends who would celebrate it with him every night, to say that as PG as possible. So this next song is the story of Johnny Starr and the trail of broken hearts he left behind him. Johnny, wenn du Geburtstag hast, bin ich bei dir zu Gast für eine Nacht. Johnny, ich träum so viel von dir, ach komm doch mal zu mir, nachmittags halb vier. Johnny, wenn du Geburtstag hast und mich dein Arm umfasst für eine Nacht, Johnny, dann denk ich noch zuletzt, wenn du doch jeden Tag Geburtstag hättest. And oh, how I pity that sweet lady that fell for the spell of Johnny's star. In der kleinen Ponybar, wo der Geiger Johnny sah, eines Abends saß ein süßes blondes Ding, oh, bis zum Stupsnerchen verklärt, hat sie auf sein Spiel gehört, sprach kein Wort und gab ihm heimlich einen Wink, oh, und er sah ihr Elfenbeinchen bis hinauf zum Knie. Und er setzt den Morgen an zur süßen Melodie, bis die kleine sehnsuchtskrank durch den weichen Geige klang, wie hypnotisiert in seine Arme sank. Johnny, wenn du Geburtstag hast, bin ich bei dir zu Gast für eine Nacht. Johnny, ich träum so viel von dir, ach komm doch mal zu mir, nachmittags halb vier. Johnny, wenn du Geburtstag hast, bin ich bei dir zu Gast für eine Nacht. Johnny, wie mich dein Spiel ergötzt, wenn du doch jeden Tag Geburtstag hättest. In der kleinen Ponybar ist nicht mehr der Johnny Star. Eines schönen Tages war er durchgebrannt, oh, ließ ihn tausendfachem Schmerz, manches umgeknicktes Herz, manches Männchen, manche kleine weiße Hand, oh, nur das blonde Mädchen, das sein letztes Leben war, geht von Zeit zu Zeit vergeblich in die Ponybar. Doch ein fancy weißes trägt, das sich unterm Herzen regt, und sie singt, wenn sie sich nachts ins Bettchen legt. Johnny, upon your birthday, oh come, don't throw away our night of love. Johnny, I dreamed so well of you, I loved you through came then from our love journey. Upon your birthday, our son hugs me would say, forget your love journey. I say to him and you'll send us dollars from America. Man, not Johnny. Alright, so we can't do a program about the 1920s in Germany without mentioning Bertolt Brecht and Kurt Weill's very famous work, De Drei Groschen Oper, or for us English speakers, the Threepenny Opera. This piece has been described by its contemporaries as neither opera, nor cabaret, nor jazz, nor operetta, nor theater, but as a kind of mishmash bathed in a jazz sauce. Yes, this is a real quote. So this next song needs little introduction. It's been sung by everyone from drag queens to opera singers because, quite frankly, who doesn't love a good revenge fantasy? You gentlemen can watch while I'm scrubbing the floors, and I'm scrubbing the floors while you're watching. And maybe once you tip me out, it makes you feel swell on this ratty waterfront in this ratty old hotel. And you'll never guess to who you're talking. And you'll never guess to who you're talking. Then at night, there's a scream in the night, and you wonder what the hell could that have been? And you see me kind of grinning while I'm scrubbing, and you say, what the hell's she got to grin? Then the ship, the black freighter, with a skull on its masthead, will be coming in. Then you gentlemen can say, hey girl, finish the floor, get upstairs, make the beds, earn your keep here. You toss me your chips and look out at the ships, but I'm counting your heads while I make up the beds, 'cause there's nobody gonna sleep here. Yes, tonight, none of you will sleep here. Then at night, there's a scream in the night, and you wonder, who's that kicking up a row? And you see me kind of staring out the window, and you say, what's she got to stare at now? And the ship, the black freighter, turns around in the harbor, shooting guns from the bow. Then you gentlemen can wipe off the laugh from your face. Every building in town is a flat one. Your whole stinking place will be down to the ground. Only this cheap hotel standing up safe and sound. And you wonder, why the hell spare that one? And you wonder, why the hell spare that one? All the night through with the noise on to do, you wonder, who's that person lives up there? And you see me stepping out into the morning, looking nice with a ribbon in my hair. And the ship, the black freighter, hoists a flag up the masthead, and it cheerings the air. Ha ha ha! By noontime, the dark is all swarming with men coming off of that ghostly freighter. They're moving in the shadows where no one can see, and they're chaining up people and bringing them to me, asking me, kill them now or later. Asking me, kill them now or later. right now. And they pile up the bodies. And I'll say, that'll learn ya. Then the ship, the black freighter, disappears out to sea. And on it is me. Thank you. What am I gonna say about this next song? So apparently I'm gonna talk about Marlene Dietrich. Going back to Hollander, he's probably been one of... I'm a classical singer, but all of this has just overtaken my life. I've just been researching and sending out for all of this questionably illegal sheet music from Germany and other places in Europe. And Friedrich Hollander is one that I've really gotten to love. He was a Jewish composer in Germany, and he wrote songs for cabarets and revues starting from the 1919s till about when the Nazis took over, which is when he had to flee to Paris, and then to the United States, which is where he met Marlene Dietrich, and he composed much of the music of many of the movies that she was in, such as The Blue Angel and others. The others are slipping my mind right now. But for example, this next one, so beautiful. My mother and I's personal favorite. Ich weiß nicht, zu wem ich gehöre. Ich glaube, ich gehöre nur mir ganz allein. That translates to English, I know not to whom I belong. I belong to myself alone. Sprechen die Männer von Treue, hechle ich nur vor mich hin. Liebe ist ewig das Neue, Treue macht gar keinen Sinn. Heute schon ist mir entschwunden, was ich noch gestern besaß. Liebe macht selige Stunden, Treue macht gar keinen Spaß. Ich weiß nicht, zu wem ich gehöre. Ich bin doch zu schade für einen allein. Wenn ich jetzt grad dir treu schwöre, wird wieder ein anderer ganz unglücklich sein. Ja, kräftige zu. Wenn ich den richtigen finde, bringt er mir auch keine Ruhe. Bin ich bei einem geborgen, glücklich, zufrieden und still, lockt mich ein anderer Morgen. Nie hab ich das, was ich will. Ich weiß nicht, zu wem ich gehöre. Ich bin noch zu schade für einen allein. Wenn ich jetzt grad dir treu schwöre, wird wieder ein anderer ganz unglücklich sein. Ja, sollten etwas so schön ist, nur gefallen, die Sonne, die Sterne, gehören doch auch allen. Ich weiß nicht, zu wem ich gehöre. Ich glaube, ich gehöre nur mir ganz allein. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna talk some more.
But we have to cut it short because we didn't charge the computer all the way.
Uh-oh, we didn't
So,
charge the
can-
computer
can we
all the
do-
way.
Can we go to the big waltz one, the new one?
Oh, Davon Gate. Okay, this is
Is
gonna
that
be a mini
okay?
concert. Alrighty.
We'll do the
Or
full
there's some
version.
people here. There, Grandma is here. Grandma, do you have any recommendations, or anyone else who might have heard this concert before? Does anyone have any suggestions as to the final, I guess, or we have time for like two more.
Maybe. I
Maybe.
say let's do the new one.
Davon geht die Welt nicht unter.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to do something that was in a 1940s German film. Ha, controversial stuff. So, the two people that wrote it, the songwriter was actually arrested multiple times for being gay by the Gestapo. But the lyricist busted him out on the condition that he write songs for the propaganda films. But the irony is that this next song, Davon geht die Welt nicht unter, or the world never goes under, actually became a rallying cry for the struggling LGBTQ community under Nazi Germany and those imprisoned within concentration camps. So I like this song a lot, and it gives me a sense of hope too. No matter how horrible things get, the world needs you to be a brighter place. Wenn mal mein Herz unglücklich lebt, ist es vor Kummer unsagbar betrübt. Dann denk ich immer, ach, alles ist aus, ich bin so allein. Wo ist ein Mensch, der mich versteht? So hab ich manchmal voll Sehnsucht gefleht. Ja, aber dann gewöhnt ich mich dran und ich sah es ein. Davon geht die Welt nicht unter, Himmel blau, geht's mal drüber und mal drunter, wenn uns der Schädel auch raucht. Davon geht die Welt nicht unter, die will ja noch gebraucht. Davon geht die Welt nicht unter, die will ja noch gebraucht. Geht dir einmal alles verkehrt, scheint dir das Leben dann gar nichts mehr wert. Da lass dir sagen, das ist zu ertragen, ja hör auf mich. Denkst du einmal, ich kann nicht mehr, kommen auch Stunden so glücklos und schwer. Jedes Leid, das halt mit der Zeit, darum sing wie ich. Davon geht die Welt nicht unter, sieht man sie manchmal auch grau. Einmal wird sie wieder bunter, einmal wird sie wieder himmelblau. Geht's mal drüber und mal drunter, wenn uns der Schädel auch raucht. Daran geht die Welt nicht unter, die wir ja noch gebraucht. Daran geht die Welt nicht unter, die wir ja noch gebraucht. Dankeschön. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we have to cut it close because of technology. Thank you so much for everybody who came. Big round of applause to the pianist Renée Guerrero and to the tech guy Quentin Harris. Give them some love, everyone. They can't hear it, but they can feel it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
When are you going to do the next one?
When am I going to do the next one? That's a really good question, but stay tuned on my I'll actually, I guess, Harris Family Concert social media, my own personal and professional social media. I will, of course, update everyone, but I am also in the works of creating a part 2 Berlin Cabaret 1920s concert, so stay tuned for that as well. Thank you. Mwah.